Oh, here's my vlog for like, I don't remember what day it is. Well, now I'm curious. Kind of don't even have a clue. Okay, so it's 11:33 p.m. Wednesday, March 12th. That's the day. Yeah, I had to identify what day it was, so in case I forget to upload a video, I have to be able to know how to place it. So, yeah, I didn't get around to do my video because I was kind of like overwhelmed. I've just been running around doing stuff, and when I woke up this morning, I just wanted to lay down, which is kind of stupid because if all I want to do is lay down, I should do it at night, but I didn't get much sleep. I was like up running around until 2, and today I was up running around doing stuff, and then trying to organize and finish my house. Got my apartment really messed up, trying to like fit all these bikes together, having to bust everything out. And then today I was trying to put stuff up, and I didn't even finish. I just had to do a bunch of stuff that had been like backing up over the last few months. Like, one thing that I learned was that I have a really big hamster network. I have it set up for like my animals to live in the lap of luxury. And then if you put lights on it, it just looks really cool. Like my house set up really well would be a cool like acid party scene or something. Or it's just a trippy place because you can see the little hamster running back and forth. But the problem is, one thing I learned is that hamsters are hoarders. And I guess in nature, nature can move around enough that can make it so that the hamsters can still get around. But like the hamsters, they jam pack the tube and everything with that fuzz, the hamster fuzz that you buy. And I always was under the impression that the hamsters were smart enough to kind of self-regulate all that, but they weren't. My hamster got stuck inside of a little tube because it was just too thick. They couldn't bring it around. And so whenever I get a hamster, next time I get a hamster, whenever I see any kind of a buildup of that hamster bedding that you can buy, I'm gonna take the cage apart and empty it out, because those stupid little hamsters just keep filling it up until like I took the this little hamster wheel off, and I looked at it, and the thing was just jam packed with fuzz. Like there was no way any hamster could ever get any use out of it. So he's just destroying his own living area by moving around that fuzz. It's like, why not just leave the fuzz where it is? So so I mean, originally it's meant for like bedding, but so anyways, but I had to clean up all that old fuzz yesterday because it was old. It's like the first time I'd ever cleaned it since I first built it a couple of years ago, and it's filled with like poop and like soiled fuzz and old food, and yeah, kind of made my apartment smell really bad. My mom says that when she comes over, like, oh no, this apartment smells bad because it's just accumulation of all the feces of the animals. So I went and I knocked it out. It took a while. I had to stick stuff in it to knock all the fuzz out. I had my mom take the body out. I didn't want to deal with it, but she didn't even see a body. It was just a bunch of fur. I saw the fur. It smelled like death for a couple of weeks because it died right here, like in front of my door in the hallway. But so that's one lesson I learned. I'm yawning all the time in this video because I'm not in shape yet. It's not because I'm tired. I just go into yawning frenzy whenever I start talking. I do it whenever it happens. I yawn the same whether I wake up in the morning. I'll start yawning if I do it in the middle of the day or if I do it at night. But hopefully this will mean that I'm tired because I don't feel tired. Oh, shit. So yesterday, today, I got up and was slept in forever, like way too long. And then I got up and I was trying to clean and sweep and organize and like yesterday, I filled up a big Tupperware with stuff that I needed to file away and didn't even finish. So one thing I kind of realized is that working on my site all the time, I never got caught up on my life. So I really need to get caught up on my life. I'm not going to tomorrow because I didn't do anything in terms of exercise other than swimming. I did swim a little bit today. So yeah, from now on, the priority is getting exercise that day. But but yeah, and then I can spend the rest of the day at the end trying to organize. And I realized that I have never completely, I haven't completely organized my apartment like in forever. I always like get close, and then I just have a pile of stuff like on the dining room table. So I want to just have every single square inch of this place clean and organized at all times. That's the difference between being website oriented, like where the website is the thing that everything revolves around, the priority, or if like my sports is the priority. If you're an athlete as a priority, believe it or not, and it's not like I'm coming at this for a whole lot of like experience, but common sense and what I've seen from other people. But believe it or not, if you're an athlete, your priority is actually keeping your house clean and organized. It's not, unless you have somebody else doing it for you, like you're a child. But it's not training. It's not staying on top of the training. It's keeping your house organized. Because you can't stay up on top of the training if your house isn't organized. Because you have so much like sports equipment you have to keep track of, and organized and ordered and clean, that just becomes, you have to be on top of it mentally, organized wise, and time efficiency. And that's why athletes usually aren't stoners. You can't connect the two unless you're like a fake athlete, and in a sport that is competitive for reasons other than how many hours a day you practice it in a hardcore scientific way. So yeah, but tomorrow, not my priority. So I went into the gym today, and the pool, because my mom came and said she was coming, so I was going to meet her. It was our first time going to the pool for like a year, and her first time in a while. And I didn't, since the last time I went swimming, they put in a lock in the locker room, because homeless people, like a lot of homeless people live in this part of town. Like parking up in their cars and park across the street and stuff, and it's also like the poorer part of town. And yeah, they were going in there, and I saw a guy in there once acting crazy, and so that's a good idea. But I didn't have the code, but the manager was there. He gave me the code, and I got in, and yeah, we did some laps. I did some kind of like backstroke where I don't put my arms above the water ever, and it's like I'm sitting in a chair going backward, moving my arms. I was asking my mom what stroke that was. She didn't know, but that's good exercise. I did a little bit of butterfly until I realized, oh shit, because I've been smoking weed all day long. I got asthma. Yeah, I was pulling, today I was kind of smoking weed. I was scraping my pipe, and then I like totally ravaged these two ungrown plants that I have. And so I don't have anything else to ravage out of those little weed plants. Unfortunately, I killed both of the unformed ones. So there's nothing left to smoke. Thank God, because I'm having an asthma attack now. Like, that's how my lungs are. So yeah, it's just that transition, becoming an athlete. So, and it's like I wanted to be stoned while I was cleaning my apartment and organizing, and then I didn't even finish, because I get sidetracked on things that just take forever, right? And then the day's over. Like yesterday, I got sidetracked on cleaning that hamster cage, which took forever because I had to go inside of the tubes everywhere. Today, the thing that got me sidetracked was like yesterday, I spent $30 on these plastic hooks. I don't understand why they're so much, but those 3M plastic hooks. You can get the ones on Amazon. You can get the ones that are adhesive, and you just stick them on the wall. But the problem with those is then you stick something on the wall, and then it only hangs for like a year, and then a year later it all like falls. Like this sword fell a week ago, and then another sword fell today. Good thing there weren't any like ferrets underneath it when it fell. It was like stuck even in the wood below it. But because the glue gave out. So I hung it up again and then screwed the screws in. But these ones that I got at McGuckin's yesterday, yeah, I spent $30 because I got two boxes of them, and it was $12 each, and then I got the screws and a box of screws, and so yeah, I got them today, and I drilled holes in them because they're built for you to stick them on. They have these little tabs, but that doesn't work. They work if you drill holes in them and then you screw them on top and bottom. So I just had like, I think it was packs of 12, so it was like 24 of them. I can't remember how many exactly. But I had to screw like holes, 2 holes into 24 of them, so 48 holes. And then screw 48 screws into the wall and all these 24 different locations around my room for like hanging things. Because I wanted to hang, like, I had these two extra bike bags for the seat of the bike that I accidentally like overbought. I bought all these bike bags, but then I didn't realize I actually already had a couple bike bags. And I also overbought a caliper for measuring like the width of the brake pads and brake discs. I got one like a year ago, and then I got another one this time because I couldn't exactly remember, and I couldn't see it because I bought a new one before I could organize my tools, and then I organized it. And I was like, fuck. It's like maybe my brother will take it. One of my brothers has bicycles. Maybe he'll take it off me. Give it to him for his birthday or something. I want to take it back to McGuckin's because I like tore it out of the box and all the labeling off of them. But maybe I'll try. I'll take it back tomorrow and see if I can get a refund. Because that was like $30. And then I got a spare rear shock for my bike before I realized there was nothing wrong with it. So it was like for $30. There's like $60 I wasted, but then I have them that I can use them for later. I also deliberately yesterday blew like an extra, I don't know how much it was, 20 or $30 or whatever on these tires. They're these like studded tires, 26-inch tires that I'll put on my mountain bike for the winter. So, because they have all these bikes, like I'll dedicate one of my 26-inch mountain bikes as like a dedicated, specially dedicated winter bike, and with like actual metal studs on. So that's cool. I don't have to worry about crashing because I've done that a few times on the ice on my good road bike. Luckily, I don't have to do that anymore. Ride my good road bike. I can't believe I was even doing that, using it as a commuter, because I slid on it twice on the ice, and I hit a pothole once and then totally squashed the handlebars, and oh my god. And that's why it cost me $850 to fix. I didn't realize they charge so much at the bike shop. I was like, yeah, can you just fix the handlebars? And they're like, okay, what do you want, level 1 or level 2? I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, level 2, reflush the brakes. I'm like, I bought the bike in 2017, so I was like, all right, well, it's been like 8 years since the brake has been flushed, so they give me the bill, $850. Oh, fuck. Because that stuff I could have done on my own. So I don't do that I'm not going to do that anymore. That was like the first and only time I'll take the bike shop to get fixed, get work done, unless I absolutely have to. But this was like back in August, dude, not even that long ago. Yeah. And then I had to blow like $850 the next month because my ferret escaped, and they gave him ear cancer surgery. Anyways, now both of my ferrets have escaped from jumping off my second-story balcony. And then I saw another one on the balcony the other day, and I was like, fuck, because they get smarter as they get older, and so now I can't have them out on the balcony. Yeah, and I have to figure out a way to close the screen because I didn't put the screen latch on it because it was before I got ferrets. I didn't realize I was going to have little ferrets that could open up the screen. Anyway, yeah, so today I slept in, and then I went over and swam with my mom, and that was exercise for like a half hour. Then we hung out in the sauna there for like 15 minutes, and then I came back here and was just like organizing, but because I was smoking weed, like I have the habit of having like I went into the store at one point at the supermarket because I ran out of kitchen bags. So I went and got 2 boxes of kitchen bags. Whenever I run out of stuff like kitchen bags or like dishwashing detergent, I always go back there and get at least 2. I try to stock up and get a bunch because I hate having to go to the store just to buy one thing. And like kitchen bags, fuck, I gotta go, so anyway, I got those, and then I got an energy drink because I was smoking weed. And I got some crickets from my lizard. I picked up my lizard for the first time in like months. He's been hiding, and I've had that lizard for like more than a year, and he hasn't grown at all. It's a Savannah monitor. So, but he was all freaked out, trying to bite me and get away. But yeah, I got an energy drink, and because I've been smoking weed, so you know, I kind of waste time. I'm not the most efficient person. I mean, it worked out great working on the website because that was my only downtime. But now my downtime can be other things, and because I was like, yeah, I was just spending a lot of time just sitting around smoking weed because it was wet because I picked it right off of these little plants, put it in the microwave a little bit, but so you know, but I was trying to work as much as I could. It's just difficult, especially in the state that my brain is now, because I haven't completely sobered up and or even gotten healthy. You know, my brain healthy. My body got so unhealthy, my brain isn't. So I can't really remember like where anything is. I have all these Tupperwares everywhere. Like I organized my apartment, genius, but like I put the stuff in the Tupperware, and then I put them away, and I need things, and I can't remember where I put the Tupperware. I haven't figured out where to put all of those, and yeah. Anyway, so somebody wanted me to do a video, and I might do that now because I have like really bad insomnia, which is fucking sucks. But I guess I asked for it. So tomorrow, I'm not going to do tomorrow what I did today. I don't know. I was just overwhelmed. Just always, see, over the last couple of weeks, like I went through a whole half tank of gas over the last week. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing like my priority has been like spend all your time setting up like like basically the formula for the last couple of weeks is priority to driving around and buying things. So it's a no time limit for driving and doing errands. So like if I want one thing, I'll go out and get it right away. And also no money limit because I got my HELOC loan, and it was like, well, fuck, let's just for the first couple of weeks, let's just buy what you need, and don't even look at the bank, and just buy it on the credit card. Because after I got the HELOC loan, I paid off the credit card, and then deal with it later. And that was kind of exhausting because I'm just like constantly on the run. Like over here, got this, and then I had to go to the store twice. Like yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I went to the Boulder Sports Recycler for the second time in 2 days because, you know, I go there and I don't realize all the stuff I actually need. You know, that's why I try to get, but then I overbuy a couple times. Like I got the 2 calipers. But yeah, like I went in there the other day to get knee pads, not knowing that I also needed or not remembering at the time, I also needed a cable. Like I lost all my cables. Like maybe when my roommate moved out, he grabbed all the extra cables and bike tools and everything. He was here for a long time. But I did have bike cables. I remember when he grabbed my bike cables. Because I remember I had a big long cable that I was using to lock up stuff when Kirsten was coming. And then it just disappeared. Anyway, so I went down there specifically to get bike cables, looking for bike cables yesterday at the thrift shop, but I saw all these like MMA. So I blew like $100, more than $100 on MMA stuff, like full MMA kit, like body kit, like with the helmet and the gloves and the knee pads and even a jock strap and a tooth guard and everything for like 2 people. Yeah, just in case. And so then I found a new like place to put a box, and then I think I'll paint the cardboard box to make it look cool, to organize it, and then 2 little Tupperware on top. So then I bought 2 more Tupperware, which was like $30 or more than that. Like one reason I'm so in debt and blew so much money is because like I've been sitting at my apartment, but the little things end up costing a shit ton, like hooks. Plastic hooks on my walls, I probably spent like $500. You know, just random ass things. Like, probably spent $1,000 on Tupperware. Like, yeah, it just adds up. Stuff's expensive as hell. And anyway, this one dude, God, this old mechanic, Wolfgang Motors in North Boulder. My mom, I wanted to sell my car, and I was too lazy to sell my car, so I wanted my mom to do it, but she had this ultimatum that she got to have all the decisions, and I should have stopped her, but she was like, we have to get the lock fixed. So I took the car in. She made the call and forced me to do it. I was trying to talk her out of it, but she calls him and she organizes it because she knows what to do. Anyways, I take the car in to get this little lock fixed on my van. The dude keeps it for 2.5 months and then charged me $2,500. And like I had to pay off this credit card loan within like a couple of weeks. So I had to sell the car right away, and yeah, the motherfucker. And then he went out of business. So he deliberately did that because he was going out of business. He's like 75. I'm gonna do a video titled Don't ever hire an old mechanic ever," because they might suddenly decide that they're gonna go out of business, and when they do that, all of a sudden they don't care about being a good business person. They'll just overcharge everybody, and because they wanna sue. They won't have anything left to do when they retire, so they'd rather just spend their time in court getting sued and suing people. It's like, so don't trust one of those motherfuckers farther than you can throw them. But and also they don't know what they're doing. They're going senile by then. So because then I had another experience with another guy. Anyway, my ex-wife's father. But anyway, so yeah, just money. But anyway, probably shouldn't have dropped his name, but fucking asshole. Anyway, yeah, now I have to take my other car into another place. And I heard and I read the Coyote Motors was started by him. So I'm gonna ask them. I'm like, do you know this fucking guy? Tell him what he did. But anyway, and I hope that car works. I got kicked out of the basement because it's too smoky, and the car can't get fixed because you have to take the entire engine out to fix this one leak. So I have to manually keep the oil topped off every like time I fill up the gas tank, and I should check now. And yeah, and it's embarrassing. Every time I start it, it puffs all this white smoke out for like a couple seconds. Anyways, yeah. So, but I think today I'm going to. I might do a request video now about Trump that somebody asked me. But yeah, tomorrow I'm done with this whole laying in bed, sleeping in. It's just that laying in bed during the day is like a different experience than at night. Like at night, it's stressful to just lay there. I can't like, but during the day, like all I want to do is lay there. But I'm thinking to myself, this is exactly why I'm so fucked physically. It's because my whole body knows nothing but laying like this. This is the only thing my body knows doing. Is of the last 20 years. Especially 10 since I moved here, because I was working on a computer all the time, and now when I get up in the morning, I can barely walk. My hip hurts. Oh, and now my right leg hurts so really bad. And I think I actually, like it was hurt like really bad, like excruciating pain, just laying here doing nothing. Like a half hour ago, it was doing that for like an hour, and just from walking around. And I think I like dislocated my knee actually when I tore my meniscus last year. I sat down on the floor. Only I sat down like how a young person sits down, and I didn't realize that I had aged out. And I tore everything on my meniscus. I could feel it, the vibration. But now I look at it and I see on the right, this is like a year ago now, I see on the right side there's this big lump, and I feel it on the left side on the inside, but not on the right side, but not the left side. So I think I pushed in. My like lower leg got knocked in like half of a centimeter, dude. It's sitting in the leg, half a centimeter in this way than how it was before. When I sat down, I actually pushed it over. And so and I'm thinking maybe the pain is coming from like the nerves getting stretched, or maybe it's trying to heal itself. I'm like, maybe if I was a gazillionaire, I could get like surgery and they could fix it. But like, I don't have anywhere near have that kind of money. And, so like the only way to actually heal it maybe is just to go experience that excruciating pain and just to exercise it out, run it, and then all the muscles and stuff and tendon strengthening around it will like realign it naturally. Even if it takes forever and it's like excruciatingly painful, like literally like laying on my back, and then I just feel this like pain in my knee, right there on the inside on the lump. So, yeah. And then, so I have the knee problem, the ankle hurts, and then the hip here, and then the shoulder, which is like it seems like it's getting tighter by the day. And then the asthma, and then, yeah, the back. That's also the other thing. When I stand up, my entire back is hurting. So I'm in such a disaster. But, my website, and this is according to my own brain. I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. Seriously, like this dude's I saw the Psyche Val the other day. Maybe it was yesterday or day before. And even if those guys are like, you don't have autism, you're just a retard. Like I won't even care. I'll be like, or your website sucks and nobody has. I don't even care. It really doesn't matter. The thing that allowed me to not get focused on the site was finishing the test from 1500 to 2000 on North of Europe on England. I was like, oh, that did it, boom. Because all I have to do is I'm at like cruising altitude now. All I have to do now is like pass the test on YouTube and then build another one, pass it, build another one, rinse and repeat. That's it. Then you're done. And then of course polish, make consistent the horizontal everything and link it. But it's just like I've done enough, I need to that needs to become like something that I do on the side. So if I'm ever going to be keep moving forward on the site, I have to like be extremely frugal with my time. Like I went into the Psyche Val the other day. My mom wanted me to get me one as part of the DVR, and the guy goes, "So why are you in here?" And I'm like, "Well, my mom is convinced I have Asperger's," and he's like, "Well, weren't you already diagnosed for that?" And I was like, "Well, the lady said she couldn't decide if I had Asperger's or persecuted personality disorder, and that's not even a thing." So it's like I'd like to, I guess I'll give it one more try. And plus, if I could get it, I could get maybe a grant from a autism foundation for my website. I think I have the best website to help, like autistic people, and autistic people be autistic, and then normal people to think like autistic people. That's the main reason. So you can memorize everything. Become computer people. But oh man, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Anyways, totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, hopefully I'll get my train of thought back in a little bit once I get exercise back. So yeah, now I feel like my job. Like actual job. I mean, and it even is my job title, mountain bike specialist. But like my job now, for the world though, like to make me feel like contributing to the world, is to be an athlete. Because, like if I was if I was 25 years old and I was like, yeah, my job's to be an athlete, I'm just another punk ass, narcissistic, competitive, selfish, motherfucking, annoying ass athlete, jock, dickhead jock. Like I could go on for like an hour telling stories of people being like bad sports in cycling. Like people don't compete for the right reasons. They compete to win. They don't compete to do the best job they can do. They'll do the worst job they can do, but as long as they get the title. So, but where was I going with that? Man, I keep losing my train of thought. But oh yeah. So if I was 20 years old, I'd just be another asshole. But I'm 51 years old, and there's not enough people my age and older who are acting as a good example to the youth to like keep going. Like too many people, especially from my generation, like when I was 20, the 50-year-olds, like didn't do dick, and they were like done, and like it was like why, But now we have more of a culture of athleticism, and so the older people should kind of encourage and like inspire the younger people to level it up, and then you could level everything up, not just the mountain biking, but like mixing that with intellectualism, learning books and stuff. So yeah, if I do nothing, if I don't do anything more on my website ever, if I just leave it and I'm like give it to the next generation to finish, then I feel like I've done my job. Like I don't need to finish that because I already did. I finished it enough. Now my job is just to be an athlete, and then of course to pay off my huge credit card debt, HELOC debt, by just getting some job. So take care of myself. Oh yeah, so this is back to what I was saying. Yeah, so then the guy goes yesterday. He goes, and then the next question he asked, literally the first question, he's like, "Do you have any friends?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Do you want friends?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't have the damn time, dude." Like, like that's something that people don't get. Like normal people don't get. There was this one dude. I got like 15 years ago. I got hired, and I don't want to get into the details of it, but in Texas to like be a roommate for somebody. Anyway, but the guy, he was like, didn't like my website or my YouTube, and he's like, people aren't gonna like you. You're not gonna have friends if you do YouTube and websites. And I was like, as though like everybody needs a friend. And I go, if I don't have friends, I have more time to work on my site. Like, and then the conversation got changed, but it's like, there's people in this world, or maybe he was saying it matter of factly, like everybody thought. I guess most people in this world are looking for other people to entertain them. So and they call it a friend because they don't have anything going on in their life. It's like pathetic. That's why I can't get anybody to show any interest in my website, which I'm not frustrated about that because I haven't taken my test. So I'll have to come up with a formula as far as if I'm officially going to get frustrated about people not paying attention to my website. Like if I ask for a donation grant for Education Foundation, because they're gutting the education department, and I don't think they should have done that. They're gutting the government. Blah blah blah. I didn't vote for Trump. I'm a communist, but if they're going to gut the education department, that can help me because it gives me more of a leg to stand on if I'm going to ask a foundation, which are funded by rich people, for money. Because I could be like, yeah, because you guys gutted the education department, remember? So the idea is that people educate themselves, right? Well, here's my education, self-education. Give me my funding for it. It's the replacement for the education department you gutted. And you gutted it so that then the money can be spent on something else like me, right? And so, but also, it's a waste of fucking money, dude. Like, somebody wanted me to talk about like tariffs and stuff, and it's like, well, Trump's a piece of shit, and all of his fascists are a piece of shit. But sometimes stirring up the pot can help us figure out what we actually want, So, anyways, so yeah, it's like from here on in my life, like no, thank you to friends or acquaintances because I don't even if I had all the money in the world, I don't stand a chance of finishing my site and being any kind of a like serious athlete. Like I'm not gonna accomplish anything. I'm gonna be one of those like jack of all trades, master of none. But it won't be my fault because I spent so much time just working on the website. You can be a master of all trades. If you're born with a website like mine to work with, and you don't have to actually spend the time building it, you can just use it. That's when you can. So it's like I won't be the first generation master of all trades. Like the next generation will have to be that because my generation set it up. So, anyways, but maybe, so anyways, that's why I have zero interest in having any kind of socialization, but I need to get a roommate. So, but I'll figure that out soon enough, as soon as I can, like make a commercial for my apartment. But yeah, like my life from here on in has to be just exercise, and then like hopefully a couple hours a day on the site. But if I do a couple hours a day on the site, like that's 30 more years. And so hopefully, yeah, I will be able to. ChatGTP and AI will get smarter to be able to help me with it, and in a correct way. Like the very first table that ChatGTP built for me, like it won't incorporate into my Dreamweaver. It crashes Dreamweaver. I have no idea what's wrong. Every time I try to do it, I have to I have to break it down a little bit more, take it apart a little bit more to, hopefully that it won't crash it. And I hope it won't end up being useless. Because I have no idea what is the deal with the code. There's something in there that makes it incompatible. So, anyway, But yeah, like I should probably stretch for like a half hour when I get up, but I'm gonna try to get up as early as I can tomorrow. But yeah, now I'm done. Now I'm ready. See, I have to like do a crash course on learning how to jump a bike. Like I have to be able to do all the big jumps because that's like my job. I'm the big bike jump, professor for the bike jumps. But I've never done a bike jump. They hired me because of my website. So, and because of my past experience with old 26-inch bikes before they invented jumps. So, tomorrow, like in the next couple weeks or whatever, I have to pal it down. So tomorrow, yeah, I'm just gonna, I forgot to put the seat down the last time. But yeah, I reorganized my bike. The bike's ready to go. Make sure it's not skipping and go in there and tomorrow with the car and just try to level it up, level it up day by day. Maybe I can hit the big steep one tomorrow. And yeah, I'm never going to do a helicopter on a bike. Although there's a chance, but I'm never going to do a backflip. Fuck that. Or a front flip. I'm not into flips. I could see myself doing the big jumps, like the big downhill jumps. But I would need a better bike for that. But yeah, as far as these bike park jumps, I definitely want to get going on them. But I've got some plans for like enduro. I want to do endurance rides this summer, or yeah, as soon as I can. So, but we'll see what happens with the money, where the money is. I'm gonna try to get a job, whatever. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the 2 childhood courses this fall, and then get a job as a preschool teacher, part time. And so then I can, if I mix part time, but hopefully, maybe I could get a grant from a foundation, because what I want my career to be is, and there's such little interest in me and what I say that it might not happen, but I can set it up for the next generation. What I would like my career to be, and anybody like me, is that yeah, all I do is just try to be the best person I can be, like professionally, like try to be the best athlete, and by the numbers, you do it, you record it all, the best times for all this stuff, and then balance it with the mind. I have it all set up in the website with the different history tests I have. 3 different history tests: book review, random number generator test, and then the image matching one from history that I made. So yeah. Anyways, that's enough talking. I don't think I did a video yesterday, or maybe I did, but I'm not getting around to doing it until now. So I think I'm gonna go and upload it now, and then just basically lie down. But it's my fault. I brought it on myself, because I didn't really exercise that much today, just with my mom. I brought on myself by not exercising enough, by literally laying in bed today. So the payment that I have to pay for laying in bed, oh, what, isn't life nice, laying in bed, don't have to do anything. Okay, well then do it at night. You just have to lay in bed. But if I lay in bed all night, twiddling my thumbs in the darkness until sunrise, that means I'm going to have to sleep until 10, because I need at least a little bit of REM. But anyway, that's my motivation to exercise all day tomorrow. Just ride my ass off. Because then if I ride my ass off, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Go to the bike park and I'm going to put on my Strava and just ride as many miles as I can. Like, that'd be cool to do 100 miles a day at a bike park. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyways, I want to make a Strava segment that's like 100 times up and down or around or something. Yeah, that would be fun. Anyways, that's enough talking. I'm going to upload this now, and then proceed to just like twiddle thumb in the darkness. Talk to you tomorrow.